Guys, so I don't want this to be a super sad video or very long drawn out thing. Don't want to make it a big deal. I wasn't about to just stop posting and not explain, because a lot of you are very supportive, of course, most of you, and I've just been really kind and loving, and it would just be unfair for me to just like stop posting. This is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I've kind of racked it around in my brain a couple different times, and I kind of just like chickened out, didn't do it, just pushed through. And now that I've kind of settled into my life here, it just seems like a really good time to do it. So I lost interest in making videos probably this fall, I think is when it started. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, I'm not gonna go too much into the specifics because it doesn't really have a place here on the channel. And, I just would rather move on, as I've been trying to do for a very long time. And I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. The ferret community sucks, and only portions of it, of course, not the entire community as a whole. I've met many wonderful people in this community, but also a lot of not so good. And I think a lot of communities you can kind of say that for, especially like animal-based communities, where there's just a lot of different personalities, a lot of different thoughts or beliefs. I never wanted to go into the details of it on the channel because it's just negative. I want to keep this place positive. I want to, again, just move on with my life, but it's been proving to be very difficult to do that. And it would be very difficult and pretty impossible to explain why I'm leaving my channel and not going into at least a little bit like of an explanation. And of course, the bad is always louder, So while there is a ton of good in this community and a ton of good that people have done through this community, there's also just a lot of, toxicity and not goodness. I don't want to say bad, but just not goodness. Initially, I wanted to just push through the bad and just continue on, but it just never seems to go away. And each time something happened, drama, I tried to push through it. I tried to ignore it, do my best to ignore it, focus on my life and what I'm doing. And that does work for a lot of people, and it's a good thing to do, especially if you have an online presence. But for people who are, I guess, sensitive or like can't really shrug things off easily, like me, it can be hard, and that kind of stuff can just weigh on you over time. More than anything, I just want to live like a peaceful, positive experience here on YouTube, and negative comments are whatever, like everyone gets them. Online presence, you're gonna get them, and that's not the reason why I don't want to do YouTube anymore. It goes further than that. I've had people contact my college, send threats of bodily harm because they do not agree with some of the things that I say on the channel. And unfortunately, how it is now, people cannot really like politely disagree and move on with their lives anymore. Yeah, that's just really hard to navigate as someone who can't like shrug things off easily. And additionally, another big part is people, friends that I used to associate myself with, and I chose to cut out of my life, continuously just will not move on, will not leave me alone, despite numerous requests to be left alone. Trying to do my own thing and just shrugging it off and ignoring it is just not working. I can't do it anymore. I can't like continue to just pretend that everything is good and that I'm not going through this kind of stuff, like continuously, being messaged, harassed one way or another. Yeah, it's hard. And, strangers is one thing, because every YouTuber kind of gets that, but people, who used to be friends, it's a lot harder. And not that I think that it's anyone else's problem but mine, but after going through like the worst thing that I have ever experienced in my life, losing Howl, the least that you could do is just leave me alone. Be respectful, but it doesn't matter, you know? It doesn't matter to these people. So I just want everyone to just move on with their lives. You know, we're no longer friends. Just please move on with your lives and just do something else, anything else, and just consistently messaging me, making my life harder in other ways, you know, spreading crap. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. Just, it's been months. Like, just move on. And my goal with the channel was to just spread updated and helpful care advice for ferrets, to encourage natural feeding, free roaming, and I'm really happy to say that I've done that. A lot of you have come to me and said or shared with me your journeys to free roaming, to natural feeding, and that is awesome. It's not all bad. The majority, the vast majority of you are very kind and very supportive and very nice. But to remedy this just ongoing harassment, I've had to consider leaving my channel. I don't want to, you know, delete it, but unfortunately it's just something that I need to do for my mental health. Obviously, you know, leaving one platform doesn't mean you're going to be completely like free from stuff on other platforms, but everything is kind of stemmed from my YouTube channel. So here you can find me posting frequently on my Instagram and my website under the Pup and Polecat. I love being on there. I have a lot of friends on there. It's just a really positive space. So, you know, that's not going to be stopping anytime soon. I love to blog. That's like my most favorite thing ever, is to write blog posts. So, and unfortunately, another source of this unpleasantness has been, you know, my Discord server. I'm still contemplating what I want to do with it, but I will likely be deleting it. Full of like unpleasant memories, I guess, and I don't really use it anymore anyways. It's just kind of like an open community right now, which I do like. If I'm taking a step back, it's kind of hard to do that when I also have to run a server. So I'm not gonna just leave it, you know, for everyone to fend for themselves, you know. So really big apology to everyone who has been just really supportive over the years, like really positive. Obviously I haven't, you know, forgotten about you. There is a lot of you, and most of the videos will remain public for you guys to enjoy whenever you want, because there are just a lot of memories on here of all of my ferrets playing, and I'm sure many are watching this and are just absolutely elated that they got me off of YouTube. You've succeeded. Congratulations. I want to say to those of you, because I know that they're going to be watching this video, who have been trying their absolute hardest to just make my life on the internet miserable consistently over many months, please find your own purpose in life. Don't waste your time concerning yourself with people who don't have anything to do with you. Spend it doing good, making yourself happy, making people happy, being positive, instead of just going out of your way thinking of different ways you could tear someone down, because it is a massive waste of your time, and it can very, very negatively impact the people who you are targeting. And to the many awesome people out there who are watching this and who have supported me for a very long time, a message to you is to be very careful who your friends are. Not associate yourself with people who think you owe them numerous things because you were once their friend. You do not owe them anything, and it's totally okay to cut people out of your life and to move on. So I do thank the friends that I have made in this community and who have proven to just be extremely loving and kind, as always. Everything that I could ask for in a friend. So you know who you are. But thanks, guys, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.